Hey guys, it's Mandy from Mandy's Music Monday, and I'm going to show you my David Bowie collection. It's not very big, but yeah, I'm going to show it to you. And this is the David Bowie reality tour. When I first bought this TV, this was what I christened it with. Let's put it that way. Okay, maybe I need the light. Alright, this is, like I said, my collection is very small. Let me move some of this stuff. It is still growing. And when I first started losing weight, for like every 5 or 10 pounds or something, I would always buy me something David Bowie. And then I just kind of stopped doing it. I don't know why. But this is my David Bowie book. I got this at Barnes & Noble. That's how much I paid for it. You can't really see it. It was $14.98. This I got off eBay. This I got off eBay. It's actually the necklace that I have on. This is the little box that it came in. The guy, or I don't know if it's a guy, but the person that I bought it from on eBay, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but they had a music store like in the 70s, and this was like stuff that, like when the music store closed, he packed it all up. So he had necklaces like with Bowie, and there was other people, maybe like Rolling Stones or something, I really can't remember. Glass Spider DVD, this is like 2 discs, I think. It's pretty awesome. It's very 80s. Like his hair looks like Hall & Oates on this. The Linguini Incident, one of my favorite Bowie movies. Labyrinth, which is Tiffany's. I totally stole it. I asked her to borrow it, but she's never getting it back. This is the best of David Bowie. This is all his videos up until Survive. Yeah, I don't think anything from like past that is on there. Yeah, like New Killer Star and stuff like that. No, I know. This stuff up here, like some of this stuff is bootleg. Like this is, I guess it's called bootleg. I don't know. See, I don't know if I need to do. But it's the Toy album that got leaked last year. And I downloaded that off the internet. And the Toy album was like songs from like in the 60s and stuff, I think, that he redid. And like his record company never released them because they were made on another label. And they're like, I don't, you know, I guess there's a big deal about releasing stuff from another label onto another label, blah, blah, blah. They never got released. These are all my Bowie albums. My favorite being the Outside album, wherever it's at. I actually think I have that one in the bathroom, actually. And, yes, I have music in the bathroom, and I listen to it while I'm getting ready for work. I have a CD player and, like, a ton of CDs in there. So that's about it. Oh, I do have a poster, though. Let me see. I'll just put you down, and I'll get it out. Random stuff I used to hold it down. Adipose, baby pillow, camera, my hand. But this is from the reality tour, and I also got this off eBay. And like when I got it, it was like the little tube that it was in was bent, so it's got like a really weird mark right there, and it kind of pisses me off because you know you have to pay extra to have them sent in them poster tubes. Damn. But yeah, I have to get a frame for that, and it's going to hang right up Shaw in that empty spot. So I've already cleared off the spot. I just haven't had it framed yet. So yeah. That's my Bowie collection thus far. It will get bigger, I can assure you. So, bye. Hey everyone, welcome back to Mandy's Music Monday. I am like super excited about this vlog right here because of course it's something that I love, and it's, you know, I love it as much as the Goo Goo Dolls, and y'all know my love of the Goo Goo Dolls. So, number one, I have a cold. A really bad cold that I think was possibly the flu because I had a temperature for a couple days. So I apologize, but this video is in clips. So like some of it I don't sound sick, and I'm glad because I sound like a dude right now. Number two, ignore my hair. It's a work in progress. That's all I'm gonna say. So my last Mandy's Music Monday, I asked y'all to ask me some questions, and I did have one person that asked me some questions, and I'm so excited. And I did have one person that suggested a band, and it was my friend Virginia, and I haven't done it yet, but I think that's what I'm going to do for Mandy's Music Monday next week. I'm going to listen to that band that you suggested, and then I'll, you know, I love finding new music, especially like I never, like, and this is probably like way too mainstream to even say it, but like me and Tiff were discussing it, like, we are like possibly hipsters. We just didn't know it. We were like a hipster in hiding. because I love indie music and it's just wonderful, and I love it even more when people don't know about it. So I don't know if I should even talk about it to y'all, because then I'm going to be making it mainstream, and then I'm going to be one of those people like, oh, I like them better when nobody liked them. That's going to be me, and that's the way I'm feeling about Adele right now. Whole other story. Anyway, um, Dog Stress 73 asked like 3 questions, I think. But the one that I'm going to answer, of course, I've got Bowie playing in the background. This is Bowie. This is a bootleg from when he was on Jules Holland. And this is when the Outside album came out. Strangers When We Meet. I got it on repeat. Sorry, you're just going to have to suffer through it. It's my favorite one, and I love it. And I obviously don't have to suffer through it because it's my freaking favorite Bowie song. Hey, thought I would show you this for Bowie. This is Strangers When We Meet. David Bowie Outside album. Play count is now 406. Outside album. I can assure you that it is entirely much more than this. This is only the amount of times I've listened to Strangers When We Meet on my computer. It doesn't count the times I've listened to it in the car, on the iPod, on the CD player while I'm clean. Yeah, it's ridiculous, and people around me hate this song because I've absolutely played it entirely too much, and I don't give a fuck because I love it. So, Dogstress73 asked, how did you get interested in Bowie, and why do you love him so much? It's a very, 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 very complicated and long story that actually started when I was like in middle school. So, the first time I can ever honestly remember hearing Bowie and knowing a song by him was I was in middle school. It was probably in the 6th grade, and we live in Kentucky right now, but we're actually from California. My parents are from California. Me and Tiffers were both born in California, and when we were young, we used to drive to California every summer, that is a long ass drive. Let me tell you, it's a long ass drive. And so one time my mom had like this tape that she had bought, and it was like, 80s, like top hits from the 80s, or, something like that. And she put it in, and I will never forget, like the first time she put it in, it was at night. We were night driving, and she put it in, and she's like, I want to listen to this song. She's like, I love this song. And it was David Bowie's China Girl. And this is no lie. I'm not exaggerating. You can ask Tiffers. We literally listened to that song all the way to California and all the way back. And you have to imagine it was on a tape. Do y'all remember tapes? You had to put it in the tape thing and you had to press rewind. Okay. So like you would listen to the song. It wasn't like now a CD's just repeat and it just starts over. You would listen to the song. You would have to stop it, rewind it, and then play it. So there was always that pause in between. And I mean, we all love China Girl. Tiff loved China Girl. I love China Girl. I don't know if my dad liked it so much. My mom loved it. But I mean, we listened to that. And I mean, it takes like it would always take us like 3.5 days or like 4 days. We would always get there on the 4th day. So that's how long we listened to China Girl there and back. And it was amazing. And I loved it. Also, let me show you this. Like, this is my Bowie necklace. You probably can't really tell. I got this off eBay, and it's great. And I've got my, let me stand up. I've got my David Bowie shirt on. See? Check that out. I got it from Forever 21 is where I got this shirt. And freaking love this shirt. Excuse me. So, that's how I first heard David Bowie. And then after that, we just never really listened to it anymore. Like, I really don't remember listening to China Girl after we got back to Kentucky, to be honest with you. So then Tiffer, some of this might be repetitive because I do have clips, and I don't know how I'm going to put these clips in. So this might be repetitive, and you might hear it later. Tiffer's best friend, Sarah, she loved Labyrinth, and she introduced Tiff to Labyrinth. So then Tiffany like totally fell in love with it, and blah blah blah, and so then Tiffany started watching that, and then she kind of got into David Bowie, but not so much because I bought her a David Bowie CD. It was like his greatest hits collection when it came out, and it was like 2 discs, and I remember buying it for her, and she really never listened to it, and I thought she would like totally love it because it was David Bowie, but she was like Labyrinth Bowie. Like, she wasn't so much like she liked his music as she liked him in the movie. And I remember, like, the first time she wanted me to watch it with her, she's like, Mandy, come watch this movie with me. And she had it on VHS. And I'm like, okay. And we went in her bedroom, and I mean, I was like in high school. Tiff was in middle school, and like I remember going in there and watching the beginning. And I had, for some reason, I've always known Dance Magic, I don't, or Magic Dance. I've always known that song, and like I had tried to watch it before when I was little, and like it scared me. Like I don't know why. I mean, I was little. All the puppets and stuff scared me. So I remember I watched up to Magic Dance, and we were laying in her bed, and I fell asleep, and then I woke up and watched the end. And she was kind of mad at me, but she got over it. Kind of evolved from there. Tiff was kind of over it by then. Like, you know, she kind of moved on. And we got Netflix, and Bug was watching, you know, like Netflix instant whatever. And so we had found Neverending Story for Bug, and she was totally in love with Neverending Story. She loved the song. She loved Falcor. Falcor was her favorite part. She watched this movie every day for weeks. And one day, for whatever reason it was, me and Tiff were watching her at the same time, and we were sitting at the table doing something. And it was like, I remember looking at Tiff, and I'm like, I cannot freaking listen to this again. I don't want to hear that damn Neverending Story song again. And like, she always wanted to hear the song, and then she always wanted to fast forward to Falcor. And I'm like, I literally cannot watch this movie anymore. And so Tiffany got up, and she's like, Bug, let me show you this movie. She's like, this was my favorite movie when I was little. So she found Labyrinth, and it was on there, and Bug was watching it. And so, you know, like me and Tiff were talking, you know, we're like reminiscing about Labyrinth and stuff. And then all of a sudden I'm like, Bug hasn't moved, and like she hasn't said anything. Like she's been like so quiet. She hasn't said anything. And I thought, because remember when I watched it when I was little, it scared me. And Bug is like exactly like me when I was a child. Like everything scares her. And so I went in there, and she was laying on the floor on her belly, and she was watching it, and I was like, Bug, are you okay? And she said, yeah. I'm like, it's not scaring you, is it? And she said, no. And I said, you don't want me to turn it off? And she said, no. And what it was she was like entranced, and she was totally in love with David Bowie. Like upon her first viewing of him as Jareth the Goblin King, she was totally and utterly in love. Like it was love at first sight. And so then after that, it all kind of evolved from there. I just put a cough drop in my mouth. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I'm going to keep coughing. Like she was watching Labyrinth every day, like seriously every day. When she got up in the morning to get ready for school, that was the first thing she did was turn on Netflix and put Labyrinth on. She was watching it on the computer. She was watching every like fan-made Labyrinth video you could even think of. And she actually found one from it's set to Strangers When We Meet, and it's like clips of Labyrinth, and it's set to that song. And so then I was so tired of hearing Labyrinth music. Like I thought my head was going to explode and my ears were going to bleed, you know. I was so tired of Labyrinth music. So I was like, Bug, I'm like, David Bowie has a lot of music. I'm like, let's look some of his music up. And it was just like one night, I'm like, I literally couldn't stand it anymore. So we get on the computer, and the first song I found was Rebel Rebel from the reality tour. And we were listening to it, and I'm like, I didn't know this was a David Bowie song. Like, I had heard it before. I didn't know it was a Bowie song. And then, you know, we're looking at other stuff, and I'm like, I didn't know this was a Bowie song. This is a Bowie song? Shut up. This is not a Bowie song. And that's just how it kind of evolved from there. And then after a while, it was something that me and Bug could, like, listen to together, and, like, we could bond about it. Because I am so serious. This child is like so knowledgeable about Bowie. It's ridiculous. And she's 7, you know. And so it was just something we could bond over. We would listen to it. She'd be like, sister, come watch this video with me. You know, like she would find something on YouTube that I hadn't seen before. And I'm talking like she's watching documentaries and stuff on him. And some of it, I'm like a little bit nervous about her asking me, you know, like a little bit nervous about her watching it. You know, because he's talking about like being bisexual and all this other stuff when there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I just don't want to explain it to her. So, but you know, she watches it and she's like never asked me anything about it. But yeah, she's like watching documentaries. She's looking at pictures of him. She's like looking at pictures of like Iman, you know, which, you know, she thinks Iman is gorgeous, but she's totally jealous of her. And, you know, it's just, she's reading articles. I mean, it's insane the amount of stuff that Blake has put into her, like, Bowie obsession. But the thing is she's just like me. Just like me when it comes to obsessing over music. Like, she has to know everything about it. Everything. And so then, like, around the time I was getting into Bowie, it kind of, that's when I started, like, my weight loss journey, which is how this vlog started, was me losing weight. And I would buy, every time I would lose weight, like the first time I went into my Weight Watchers meeting, I lost 8 pounds in my first week. And I'm like, holy fuck, I'm buying me some Bowie. And I had said that, I'm like, if I lose weight, I'm buying Bowie. I'm buying Bowie. And so we went to FYE, like, immediately after that. And I think I bought like 3 David Bowie CDs. So my collection actually started growing like that. When I would lose weight, I would buy Bowie. I'd buy me something off eBay. Like, that's how I got this necklace. I think, when did I get this necklace? Was it for 25 pounds or something? I can't remember. And I got this necklace, and I started, you know, just like buying stuff. And that right there, no, this bootleg that I bought, that was for 25 pounds, I'm pretty sure. And if you, like, go back and look at my vlogs, I know I talk about Bowie all the time. So, you know, like, all this stuff is in there about this, when I bought that, everything is in there. I think I even have, like, Bowie bloopers somewhere, like, way towards the beginning. For Valentine's Day last year, I gave her a card because she was watching, it's you know, another fan-made video of Labyrinth, but it's set to, like, Taylor Swift love story. So I bought her a card, and I'll put that clip right here.
Read it. Flip it around so we can see it. Who is it? Oh my goodness.
And, you know, so it's just, like, turned into, like, this big, huge thing at my house. And yesterday was David Bowie's birthday, and so me and Bug celebrated Bowie's birthday by making cookies. I had one cookie because y'all know I'm, like, doing weight loss stuff. So I had one cookie, but here's a clip and some pictures here.
It's a Bug and Mandy, and it's David Bowie's 65th birthday, and we made him birthday cookies. Are you ready? 1.
Can we sing first?
Yeah, we'll sing. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
They have more better when there's more people.
That's okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, David Bowie. Happy birthday to you. What up? Yay! David Bowie 65! Woohoo! You want to say anything to David Bowie?
No.
No?
No, I don't have nothing or I'm going to be embarrassed.
You're going to be embarrassed?
No, I don't.
You want to say thank you, David Bowie, for being awesome?
Maybe.
Say it then.
No, I don't know.
You don't want to? You're embarrassed, huh?
Yes, I am.
Just know that Bug loves you, David Bowie. Okay.